Music videos that seem to prove Presley did possess weapons despite a prior felony conviction making his doing so illegal. She said what should impact Presley's sentencing is that he was the leader of the so-called 30 Deep gang. 30 Deep's attorney, Lenny Kagan, called the prosecutor's argument an unbelievable leap. Bro was riding for real. He
he was going up by his way. Maximum sentence, 80 years, 90 years. Like, dude, bro, y'all wildin', bro. I mean, maximum sentence was 13, but like, bro, you wildin', bro. Like, you really wanted, bro, behind bars. Like, I hope that really made your day. You feel me? Like, sheesh, bro, you doing this like he know him or something. Like. What it is, YouTube, man? Back with a little video today. For I'm saying, Pete. Y'all know how I did the video about St. Louis, about the worst hoods and gangs, this and that. And I said, who is a rapper out of St. Louis? And I'm sitting there thinking. And I forgot about the St. Louis Demon, 30 D Grimy, man. Y'all probably haven't heard about 30 D Grimy in a little minute. Y'all know he been locked up, incarcerated for a little while. I haven't heard about bro in a little minute. But we got the story of 30 D Grimy, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see this video top before we start though. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, smash that bell. Let's see what this top about, man. Free Grimy, man.
What's the drill? Back with another video, man. St. Louis has been fairly quiet in terms of the musical mainstream, even the underground for a little while now. However, there was a glimpse of hope to bring the city back on the map, none other than Mr. 30 Deep Grimy. A few years back, he was really starting to bubble on the underground, and it looked like his future was hella bright. But you know the street rappers that don't blow up quick tend to get caught in the street trap. It seems like if you don't catapult to the mainstream quickly, you might have to dwell in the terror dome a little bit more than you might like. This leaves rappers vulnerable to the grips of the law without much clout or collateral to make the law work in their favor. In a recent trial for a strap charge after being painted as a gang mastermind by the prosecution, the judge slammed the gavel and gave bruh 7.5 years in prison. In modern terms, that's a hell of a dagger to a rapper's career and relevancy if they weren't a mainstay in the upper echelon of
I ain't gonna lie though, 7.5 though, that ain't that bad. I thought bro got more. Who they hit with 13 years in the other video? I don't remember. They hit somebody with 13. I was like, oh fuck. 7 though? You could do a few years to get out on a little probation. A little probation. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Industry. But just who really is 30 Deep Grimy? How did he get to this point? Is there any hope he can get out ahead of schedule and save his career? We're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. 30 Deep Grimy was born Arthur Presley in St. Louis, Missouri on August 21st, 1997. His parents weren't always together, so he grew up having to spend time with them both separately. But hey, at least he had both parents.
Facts. Had your mom, your dad.
Yeah. I had, I was in my mama's household, but back and forth with my daddy, but my daddy, he always been in my life type shit. He ain't never. So I ain't one of them niggas that, oh yeah.
Nah, bro.
That was a blessing within itself. By default, he was the man of the house, living with his mother and 3 half-sisters on his Ma Duke side. But the Grimy, those sisters are his whole sisters as far as he's concerned. Bruh really a family man.
Okay, and you have 3 sisters?
Yeah, on my mama's side.
So these are all 3 half-sisters?
You look evil, man.
Nah, they like whole sisters.
Bro just look evil, like he's scheming to do something. Like you could just see it in his eyes and his smile. What is it about him?
So like when we come home like half and
you feel me?
Whole too.
According to Grimy, when you grow up in St. Louis, you didn't choose the streets chose you. By the looks of it, ain't many people that the streets didn't choose though.
When I was a kid, like you can't, in St. Louis, you don't choose the streets, the streets choose you, you know, like everybody in the street.
That's crazy.
Like, even if you don't want to be, you can walk outside trying to go to work, you'll be in it right there.
Wow.
I mean, the streets greedy like that. It's a straight up dot for real. Grimy's pops ended up hitting the block to provide and was in and out of jail, but never spent too long locked up at one time. Eventually, he was able to get himself off the streets and got his own business. But for most of Grimy's childhood, he recalled his dad being in them streets. Because of that, his father had a bit of guilt and realized the error in his ways.
Did your dad try to keep you out the streets? Or was this something like, well, I know that you're gonna get into it regardless, so let me kind of give you some pointers?
Both,
man.
I can't even lie, both.
He felt the pressure of the hood, so he wanted to apply a different kind of pressure to his son. positive pressure. That man stayed on Grimey's case about staying off the block as much as he could, but the streets had different plans. By the age of 8 or 9, 30 had already seen a lifeless body and street drama.
You know, 7, 8, 9.
That's crazy, bro.
Can you say what that was?
It was a bad thing, like the baddest thing. like I witnessed a bad thing. I don't really want to say, but you know what I'm getting.
He was too far gone. Although he doesn't remember the exact age when he jumped off the porch, he definitely knows he was too young to be doing so. By the time Arthur hit the pavement 10 toes down, gang life was already too familiar with him. Up to this point, bruh has been the member of the 6 Deuce Crips for as long as he can remember. Normally associated with LA, the Crip set found his way to St. Louis after the Crip members got arrested in the city and decided to stick around once getting out. This is one of the original gangs that made a mark on St. Louis culture. The wild part is, Grimy claims that most of his family have been down with the set at one point or another. Everybody from his pops, Ma Dukes, even his grandma.
My mama a Dukes,
Grandma.
my daddy a Dukes.
Grandma!
Originally.
Oh, so your mama bangs too?
I mean, not no more. She had kids and shit now, but like, shit don't come off you, you know? Like once you put the shirt on, it's there, but shit. I mean, she gave that lifestyle love for me. She said I saved her when she had me. She had me at 17, but.
Sheesh. So you the oldest?
Granny a Dukes.
Your grandmother.
My granddaddy, they
6 dudes.
They helped start the neighborhood shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Despite this affiliation, Grimy admits he never really was taking it too seriously. He also admits that one of his best friends is a blood now, so he ain't really tripping on the animosity between the two rivals. In his mind, if you're an op, no matter the flag. Before he was old enough to buy a pack of cigarettes, Grimy got caught with a gun and was arrested by an officer on a mission to prove a point. After the years, he's ended up with 2 felonies. That one and another one for firing a weapon out of a moving vehicle. Grimy played guilty so that he could qualify for probation, but eventually he got caught breaking that and was locked up for around a year total.
Oh, you goofy, you did a probation violation. Oh.
The sad part about this jail time was while he was locked up behind bars, he lost his brother to street drama and was unable to attend his funeral as a result of the county deeming him a flight risk.
Even if I could just go see him glance at him before the funeral and go back to jail, you know, like, none of that. They weren't going. High risk type shit, you know?
That's
How old
crazy.
was your brother when he got killed?
About 18.
Okay. He was shot or something else?
He was killed.
He was murdered.
Okay. How bad did it affect you when you found out?
He smiled?
Very bad.
It was a particularly difficult time in Grimey's life. Not only was he locked up, but he couldn't grieve correctly because getting caught tearing up in prison or the streets would make you look weak.
Right.
Cried in your cell, man.
Fuck no, I ain't cry.
At that point.
He said, I ain't cry.
You didn't cry when your own brother got killed?
Probably a year after, some shit like that.
Okay.
Like that type of pain, it hurts so much, like it don't hurt, like it hurts.
It hurts so much that you don't even feel it. Like, if you know what I mean, you don't feel the emotion behind it, the tears, you feel me? It's weird. It's a weird feeling. If y'all know, you feel me? It's weird,
You don't really got no feelings for the shit else.
Yeah,
like
it's weird,
like,
bro.
Normally, you don't cry in the streets. You let niggas see you cry, you let niggas see you weak and vulnerable. Niggas test that gangster, you know?
Oh, God, they will.
When bruh really hit the streets, 30 Deep decided to pull the classic move so many street rappers are known for. He decided to take rap seriously. The first time he decided to spit some bars was in his early teens with his friends and his cousin. At first, he called himself Lil Arthur. Not quite the thugged out name you would be expecting, huh? But he would soon switch it up to Grimy, which was a name that he earned on the street.
That's crazy.
Doing what you do, I went from LA, which stands for Lil Arthur, to Grimy, doing shit in the streets. But like, that little dude, Grimy.
That's crazy,
They just stuck. But for Grimy, like Grimy, you know?
He eventually decided to add 30 Deep to his name to represent how deep him and his crew would roll around the way.
I'm dead.
Yeah, going to the skating ring when we was kids, we used to go to the skating ring about 30, 40, 50 deep.
Damn.
As my guy started hitting the booth more and really putting in that work, he would link up with his neighborhood homie, NWMC Murder. They would drop their joint mixtape Splash Brothers in December of 2019. The tape got their name buzzing more locally and beyond thanks to the success of the songs like No Cap and Grimey's solo song Dead Goofies. The latter.
Oh yeah, that song Dead Goofies went crazy, bro. They was wildin'.
Released before the
This
tape
the
took
video.
off due to the gritty video full of straps, grills, and very specific disses to his enemies. The visual currently sitting at about 6 million YouTube views. I can say that this video is how I personally discovered him, and I've been tuned in ever since.
Facts.
Even with how menacing the video
This
is.
clip right here is how everybody discovered him. He was on he took the street sign and was outside late night shooting a video with pulling out the biggest blicks. Oh God, that's how we all found out who he was, bro.
It was hella evident that 30 Deep Grimy really could rap for real. After the success of that, he chose wisely to take the momentum and run with it, dropping songs like Grim Reaper Flow with NLE Chopper and King Von. Then he collaborated with Maxo Cream for Handicap Crippin'. After finding success, Mr. Grimy decided to move away from St. Louis so that he could further concentrate on his music. This was most definitely a smart move and showed a lot of foresight on his part. Unfortunately, you could take a rapper out the street, but you can't take the street out the rapper. He would end up getting in trouble with the law in 2021, and this incident would have a long-lasting effect on his life and freedom. Recently, prosecutors with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Missouri said Arthur Presley, who goes by the stage name 30 Deep Grimy, was a felon in possession of a firearm when he was pulled over on the night of January 5th, 2021. Presley and others were in a 2008 Pontiac G8 when a St. Louis police officer stopped the vehicle because the car had a tail light out and had a license plate that was registered to the Jeep. While searching the vehicle, police found a Beretta 92 FS9mm pistol between Presley and another passenger. As a part of his plea deal, Presley admitted to having a strap multiple times between October 4th, 2020, the day after it was purchased, and the date of the traffic stop. Investigators also found pictures of Presley and the strap on social media accounts belonging to Presley and his associates. Prosecutors said Presley was twice convicted of a charge of unlawful use of a weapon, making him a convicted felon. His trial took about 1.5 years to get started in 2023. Most sentencing hearings for felons in possession last around an hour, but his took all morning, starting at 9:30 a.m. and not wrapping up till around 2 p.m. The hearing was also more well attended than the average sentencing hearing. The recommended sentencing guidelines for Presley's alleged crime and his criminal history was between 41 and 51 months, but Assistant U.S. Attorney Cassandra Wiemken asked for Judge Stephen Clark to impose the maximum possible sentence, 15 years. Wiemken said that the longer sentence was warranted because Presley stayed with the heat allegedly and was a crew leader who had no respect for the law. During the hearing, the prosecution displayed photos posted to social media that showed Presley holding firearms. They also played excerpts from Presley's music videos, including one in which
they use pictures and music videos to give him more years, bro. That's bloody, bro.
the rapper gets a simulated BJ outside of the very courthouse where the hearing was taking place. That's wild. My rap name is an image I have to portray. I have a certain type of fan base, Grimy told the judge. He added, I feel like I'm being targeted because of my rap name. I'm Arthur Presley. I'm a human being. This is indeed facts. It's easy to forget sometimes, but these rappers, regardless of the tough image, are indeed actual people. The problem lies in showcasing on social media and music videos. When those images and videos match the music, and that music possibly reflects real life events, it makes it very easy for the court to rely on the fact that art can imitate life. It never applies to actors in Hollywood, but when it comes to rap, you already know. Anyways, Wiemken said that Presley's being a rapper was largely irrelevant. Aside from the music videos that seem to prove Presley did possess weapons despite a prior felony conviction making his doing so illegal, she said what should impact Presley's sentencing is that he was the leader of the so-called 30 Deep gang, whose members she alleged had committed assaults and other crimes involving illegal substances and physical drama. 30 Deep's attorney, Lenny Kagan, called the prosecutor's argument an unbelievable leap. Bro was riding for real. He pointed out that
he was going up out his way. Maximum sentence, 80 years, 90 years. Like, dude, bro, y'all wildin', bro. I mean, maximum sentence was 13, but like, bro, you wildin', bro. Like, you really wanted, bro, behind bars. Like, I hope that really made your day. You feel me? Like, sheesh, bro, you doing this like he know him or something. Like, I know he a thug in the streets, but like, he be thugging like, my goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
He was arrested. Authorities searched him and two residences of his, finding no illegal substances or guns of any kind. This is your alleged gang leader, he said? He pushed back on the idea that 30 Deep Gang was even a gang at all, saying that it was all a brand with Presley's rap persona, not unlike Kanye West's Yeezy brand. When prosecutors played clips of Presley's music, they said that he was rapping about real crimes that his peers had committed. Kagan retorted that rapping about something doesn't prove a person is involved in those activities.
That's true.
He also questioned why all this was even being brought up when Presley was being sentenced for the crime of being a felon with a firearm. Grimy felt like he was being put on trial for a homie or something.
Yeah.
After deliberating in his chambers for more than 1 hour, Judge Clark returned to the bench to deliver the sentencing of 92 months.
English rapper admitted to
92
prison
months. So he was
charges.
finna get 50 to 62 months, he was saying. And bro was so thirsty. So thirsty. That bro got him up to 92 months. You bloody. You ain't nothing for that, bro. Wow, that's like 2-3
also
more
known as
years,
30
bro.
Deep Grimy was already a felon when he was caught with a gun.
got him on the
After
news
getting
like
caught,
this?
he tried to falsify a bill of sale to try and prove that the gun was in fact somebody else's.
He said that he determined that 30 Deep Gang had been a street gang and that Presley was its leader. I bet he really put some thought into that, huh? Yeah, right. This is Missouri we talking about. Out in the courthouse lobby prior to Judge Clark reading the sentence, Grimey's manager, Jeremy Phipps, who also goes by J Phipps, highlighted the album Presley just dropped called Let Me In. I bet they wish they could switch that title up, huh, man?
Wow.
But he wants to be let into the industry. That's why it's called Let Me In, Phipps says. The songs on the album are based on everything he's feeling right now. For the album, Presley worked with the producer Ali Knock, who also was in the court supporting Presley. Me and him had a nice run together, and we will continue to have a nice run together, Ali Knock said. For some reason, I feel like the former is what he really meant. Bruh's manager is still very confident and said that Grimey is good and has 2 more albums on the way. You would think he would have more than that in the vault. Maybe he does, but we're gonna have to see.
There ain't no, bro. He wasn't even rapping for that. I mean, he was rapping for years, but like he wasn't dropping music like Young Boy dropping a tape, then drop a single, and then drop a tape after that. You feel me? Fast. You feel me? But like he was dropping though, and I ain't gonna lie, I like some of his music. It was hard though, no real talk. His music was hard, but this
All
crazy,
I know
bro.
is this is very unfortunate for the St. Louis spitter.
No, facts,
I wish he
yeah.
got a bit more time in the spotlight. Maybe this situation would have never happened, or at least he would have had generated more clout to get income off of while on the inside. We all know he ain't gonna have to do all his time. He seems like a real one, so I know he gonna take the time on the chin and do what he gotta do.
Right.
Bruh got hella talent and was on his way, but
No, oh
somehow the
God.
streets always catch up to these brothers, and it's really a shame.
That's how I be. That's why I say you gotta step out the way. But like the streets ain't even catch up with him. He just got caught with a blick over a tail light. You feel me? That's lame, but that's just what it is, man. That's crazy though, man. Shout out 30 D Grimy, free 30 D Grimy, man. Y'all, let me know what y'all feel about this little video. I'm saying, let me know y'all feel about 30 D Grimy. Y'all rocking with him? Y'all done rocking with him? Y'all think he a thug? Y'all think he trash? Y'all think he? Let me know. You feel what I'm saying, bruh? Let me know what y'all feel. Like the video, share it. Subscribe to the channel, smash that bell. You hear me? That's all with y'all, man.